guys, my name is Kaylee. This is going to be my first makeup tutorial today, and it is on this look here. Today I featured the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy collaboration, and this is what the palette looks like. So if you do want to see me achieve this look today, then just keep watching. Hi guys, so today I am going to be starting with my eyebrows. When I do my makeup, I always like to do my eyebrows first. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I am just taking a spoolie and start brushing my eyebrows hair upwards, as so. Just combing them. And then I have been doing the soap brow technique, so I'm just taking Smashbox primer water and I am going to be placing that, spraying some on the spoolie, and then taking soap. I'm just using any soap, and then start brushing that into my eyebrow hairs. And then what I'm going to do next is kind of take it and brush the hairs downwards. And then I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I'm using the shade Ash Brown. And before I do that, I actually like to carve out my brows first. So I'm just taking a Bare Minerals concealer and placing a couple dots there. Then taking a concealer brush and carving my brows out. Then just taking another brush, this is the Morphe G2 brush, and wiping the excess off. And now I am going to go into my Dip Brow powder and start the front of the brow. I'm kind of just tracing over my actual eyebrow. And now I'm going to start making hair stroke motions and flicking the product upwards. And now I'm going to take a little bit of product and start flicking it upwards into the front portion of my eyebrow. And then just taking that concealer brush again and just cleaning it up a bit. And that is the finished brow, and I'm gonna do the other brow off camera. Alright guys, now we are going to start with eyeshadow. Today I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy collaboration, and this is what the palette looks like. The first thing we are going to start with is eyeshadow base. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia eye primer as well today. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand and place that on my eye. I love this eye primer. I feel like it really works well with colorful looks. Just the base of it, I feel like it really makes the eye shadows pop a lot. So just blending that in with my finger. Like so. And the first shade we're going to go into is I'm going to mix New Yorker and OG and work that into my crease. Now I'm just taking a bigger blending brush and blending those two colors. The next shade I'm going to go into is Semsha, and I'm going to start working that in the outer corner of my crease and then bringing it slowly into my inner corner crease. And now I'm just taking another fluffy brush and blending out that. The next shade I'm going to be going into is BK, which is the black, and I'm focusing this in the outer corner of my crease and blending it. Working slowly with this, because black can sometimes be hard to blend out if you're not careful with it. Then I'm just taking a blending brush and start blending some of that color out. I'm kind of flicking the eyeshadow to the left side, kind of giving it that elongated look. I'm going to go back in the shade Semsha and just add a little more. And I'm just going in with a makeup wipe and cleaning up some of that. Now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia primer again, and I'm going to cut my crease just a little. Now I'm going to go into the shade Dragon and lay that on top of it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the shade Liddy on top of that shade. I usually use glitter glue, but instead I think I'm going to try a lash glue to see if this really makes the shade pop a little more. And I'm gonna go into Decay again and just add a little more black. And I think I'm going to stop there, and now I'm just going to do my other eye off camera. Alright, I went ahead and did mascara off camera in my other eye, and now I am just putting on lashes. I am just going ahead and squeezing the lash with my actual lashes. Now we are going to start on the face. So what I'm going to do first is I am going in with primer. I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm just taking one pump and maybe like half a pump and working that into my face. I love this primer. I feel like it's like glue for your foundation to really stick. Use the Wetnwild Photo Focus foundation, and I'm using the shade Cream Beige. This might be a little too dark for me, but I will make it work. Just putting some on the back of my hand. Dabbing some, and I'm using a wet beauty blender sponge and blending that in. The next thing I'm going to do is set my foundation in place, and I'm going to be using the Coverfx Illuminating Setting Powder today. And I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and blending that in. I tend to notice when I don't set my foundation that a lot of the time my bronzer or concealer will start breaking up into my skin. So for my skin type, I usually like to set my foundation in place. It's just a preference. And next, I am going to do concealer. So today I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape, and the shade I'm using is Fair Neutral. Taking a little bit. Don't use a lot of it. And blending that in. Next, I'm going to set that with the Huda Beauty Translucent Setting Powder. And then I'm just going to wipe the excess off. And next thing is I am going to be using the Anastasia contour kits, and I'm using the lightest contour kits, and I am going to be using these two shades here and blending that. And then I'm taking a little on my forehead. Next, I'm going to be using blush. This is a old Urban Decay Afterglow blush, and the shade is called Score. Dipping into that. And next we are going to be doing highlighter. So I am going to be using the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Precious Petal. And I'm taking a Morphe M501 highlighting brush and placing that. And then I usually do like to kind of add another highlighter on top. So today I'm going to be using, this is a Coverfx loose highlighter, 3-in-1. And today, I think I'm going to use the shade Celestial. I think I'm saying that right. Adding that. So we're done with the face. So I am going to just finish my bottom lash line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the shade Yugo and add that into the bottom lash line. I'm just going to add the shade BK, which is the black. And then I think I'm going to go into the shade Cupcake and add that. And then I'm going to add the shade Barb and put a little in the inner corner of my crease. My inner corner. I'm going to add it into the inner corner. Like so. And next is just finishing off with mascara. I feel like it's like inevitable to like open your mouth when you do your mascara. Just slightly always open somehow. And I think I'm gonna add a little barb on my brow bone. And just take a blending brush, kind of blend it a little. Like so. And now we are just going to finish with the lips. I'm going to take the Morphe matte lipstick in the shade Bare All and put that on my lips. And then I'm going to add the Morphe lip gloss in the shade of Flower Child. And next I am just going to set my face with Smashbox Primer Water. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my first makeup tutorial. I love the way it turned out today. So if you did like it, just give me a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!